A Study in Scarlet. Part 1. Chapter 7. Detective Lestrade arrives with shocking news. Enoch Drebber's secretary, Joseph Stangerson, has been murdered at Halliday's private hotel. His body was found in his room with a deep stab wound to the heart and the word "rake" written in blood on the wall above him, just like at the scene of Drebber's murder. A milk boy reported seeing a tall man with a long coat descending a ladder from the open second-story window of Stangerson's room early that morning. Blood-stained water in the basin and marks on the sheets show the killer lingered to wash up after the crime. Stangerson still had Drebber's purse, ruling out robbery as a motive. The only clue was a month-old telegram from Cleveland in the dead man's pocket, reading, "J.H. is in Europe." Holmes is thrilled by this development, believing he now has all the pieces to solve the puzzle. He asks Lestrade for the 2 pills found in Stangerson's room. Dividing one in half, Holmes dissolves it in water and milk and feeds it to the sickly old terrier he previously asked Watson to examine. To their amazement, the dog dies almost instantly from the draught. When the same test with the second pill proves harmless, Holmes explains one must have contained deadly poison. He berates himself for not seeing it sooner. Holmes says the strange details of the case, far from making it more difficult to solve, actually provide the key to unraveling the mystery. He accuses Lestrade and Gregson of overlooking the one true clue that could have led them directly to the killer from the start. Impatient for answers, the detectives demand to know if Holmes has identified the murderer. Holmes admits he has, but says he needs time to set a trap to capture the man and his accomplice without tipping them off. He disparages the detectives' abilities compared to the cunning criminals. Gregson and Lestrade take offense at the insult to their profession. At that moment, Wiggins, the young leader of Holmes' street informants, arrives to announce a cab is waiting. Holmes casually opens a drawer and takes out a pair of handcuffs, asking why Scotland Yard doesn't use this newer model with an improved locking mechanism. The cabman then enters and Holmes asks for his help, strapping a portmanteau shut. As the cabman kneels down to assist, Holmes snaps the cuffs on him, triumphantly announcing the captive is Jefferson Hope, the murderer of Drebber and Stangerson. Chaos ensues as Hope furiously tries to escape, hurling himself through the window and fighting off all the men as they drag him back inside. His frenzied strength is only subdued when Lestrade nearly chokes him unconscious with his own collar. With the murderer finally restrained, Holmes declares the mystery solved and promises to answer all of Gregson and Lestrade's remaining questions. The dramatic confrontation and action-packed arrest of Jefferson Hope provides an exciting climax to this section of the novel. Holmes's clever trick with the handcuffs allows him to literally capture his suspect single-handedly, demonstrating his mental and physical prowess. The revelation of the killer's identity sets the stage for the remaining chapters to explore his background, motives, and the full circumstances behind the murders, tying up the loose ends of the case.